Old Fashioned Football on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free when you use promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
Hey, what's up? This is Sam Acho, and you're listening to Old Fashioned Football.
Welcome to Old Fashioned Football. If you're wondering who you're listening to, this is J Mark. You can find me on the X at J Mark Football. And if you're wondering who us is, that's at Old Fashioned FB. Did I say something wrong? I got to look, I felt like. Before I keep going, I got to introduce my co-host on the pod and in life. You can find her on the X at the Mark. Apparently CJ Sullivan, who I just did a show with, got confused and thought you were still at J Mark's wifey. That's okay. We'll forgive him. Mer, how you doing today? I mean, you are still J Mark's wifey, not to cut you off. That's just not your Twitter name anymore.
It is not.
Right.
It is not.
Yes. Wanted to clarify in case anybody panicked for a second.
Well, I missed it. So I wasn't panicking.
I said you're no longer J Mark's wifey.
No longer.
Yeah.
Former.
Right.
Well, I guess if that's how this is going, I might just leave. No, just kidding.
We did already we talked a little before the show when you got off work that you got off work and chose violence today.
What?
So.
I don't even remember. Oh, because you're making the old fashions. I get off work. He's
Yeah.
making our old fashions for the show. And I wanted to taste it because I'm not going to spoil. We'll spoil it. We'll talk about what we're going to taste or be trying in our old fashions.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I haven't had this before. It's new. I wanted to try the old fashioned before you put an ice cube in it. I just wanted to sip, and you have a glass in your hand. And I had already had it in my hand because it was the unique color.
Yes, I was showing you the color.
And you took it away from me to give me the other glass that I could try. And it's like, oh, wait, this is mine. And I was like, well, what's the difference? Well, I gave myself more.
That's not what I said.
Basically.
I said I spilled a little bit more into mine.
I have more whiskey in mine, so it's better.
Maybe. I mean, you don't know. We'll have to see how it goes with this whiskey, but
yeah,
might be worse because of that.
My reaction to that, well, I wasn't violent, but if you're like, you got off work and chose violence.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, absolutely. By the way, shout out to the chat. Cody at the NASCAR Gambling Podcast says, "Good evening, friends. Mer, star of the show." Dad saying, "Here we go." Here we go from Bet the Bar. We got a lot of Dak Prescotts in the chat. Here we go. Anyways, let's go. You need an F in there. Let's fucking go. That's what we need to do. We're going to talk about the free agency because that took place, and there was a lot of movement. There were a few surprises, big contracts. A lot of people got paid.
Maxx
Crosby talk. That was a little. We'll get to that. Because that was a different
strategy.
That's one way to call it. Now there are rumors. Now it's hard to believe, or it's hard to know what you can believe, I guess.
Yeah.
But there are rumors now that no teams in the NFL, or very few, will ever want to do business with Baltimore again because of this shenanigans. But we'll get into that.
It had huge impacts. Like
it did.
Strategies.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to jump ahead without you even asking. So continue. I don't know where my head's at. Go ahead.
Just trying to cut me out. Miranda wants to do the show on her own.
This is what
I
happens
guess.
when I'm no longer your wifey.
Right. Well, I was before you were going to tell everybody. Yeah. I had to ask my question I always ask.
Yeah.
What are we drinking today?
We are drinking Levant Heights Lebanese craft whiskey.
Yes, we have never
Lebanese whiskey.
We have never had a Lebanese whiskey.
It's a beautiful light color. It's lighter than Irish whiskey.
Yeah, it's very golden.
I forgot we even had this bottle. You had won it. Is this an auction bottle?
This is an auction bottle, yeah.
I see it sitting on the counter, and I also, this is what started me getting off work. I see that bottle on the counter, and I'm like, what is that? Because it is not the color of whiskey.
It is the color of whiskey.
No, and I forgot that we, even had this one.
Yeah.
And then
it's one of those things where, I think we already talked about on the auction, like what it was really cheap. And it's like, that's interesting. I like trying different whiskeys. Let's try one from a different part of the world. So, I mean, why not? Why not? Right. Yeah, we're going to talk about some of the news and the Maxx Crosby stuff. But before we do, just want to let you know that you got to get in on the Bracket Madness Challenge. Bracket Madness is back, and SGPN is teaming up to give away $5,000 in prizes. It's free to enter, and you could win up to $5,000. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket. And then why stop there? We also have our $25,000 Survivor contest at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. And if you're new to Splash, which is where that's hosted, if you use promo code SGPN, you can play $5 and you get $50. So that's a pretty good deal right there. And again, $25,000 guaranteed. Sign me up. We have not discussed if we're doing our bracket challenge again. We tend to do that a lot with my parents.
Yeah, well, of course we're gonna do it.
Okay, and we bet a bottle of whiskey, right? You go against my mother, I go against my father. I don't know why we decided to do it that way. We just do, and primarily my mother kicks all of our asses, right?
She has.
Yeah, I don't think you've beat her once.
I don't think so.
Get with it, would you? Anyways. Let's get to a little breaking news. Well, it was breaking news anyways, but let's talk about Maxx Crosby and the drama that unfolded, and who better to spill the tea than you, Mer. So walk us through what the hell happened.
Invested in this.
Right?
So last Friday, it was announced that Maxx Crosby was being traded to the Ravens, and the Ravens were sending the Raiders 2 first rounders, one this year, one next year. And as these moves go, you can agree to the terms of a trade, but they aren't finalized until the start of the new league, which was at 4 Eastern yesterday. And this was a big trade for multiple reasons. You have the Ravens, who they're getting one of the top pass rushers in the NFL, and the Raiders cleared a bunch of decent cap space by moving Crosby. And then of course the Raiders head into the free agency knowing that they have an additional first rounder.
Yeah.
So Maxx Crosby flew to Baltimore because with any trade, there's always a physical. And this is where it gets interesting, because it wasn't news that Maxx Crosby had surgery to repair his meniscus. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew that he had just gotten off of crutches. But after scans and tests, the Ravens doctors had some concerns. So then they consulted other doctors, third-party doctors, including Dallas Cowboys surgeon who repaired Mahomes' ACL.
Yeah.
And they claim that those other doctors validated their concerns. So the Ravens then...
I saw that. I haven't heard the other doctors come out and say, we did.
But they confirmed.
Yeah.
They validated it. So after the Ravens broke the trade off before it could be finalized. So then they get their first rounders and their money back. And now the Raiders, they have Maxx Crosby back, who may still get dealt, but although today he did post he was there to stay. Now he wanted to leave.
He did. Yeah.
And now he's like, no, I'm here to stay.
Now he's like, you know what? You guys got rid of Geno. You made some good free agency moves. I think I'll stick around. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It was interesting.
Just talk about so it's a trade. You think that trade's going through. It's a big trade.
Yeah.
The Raiders banking on their first rounders, and they have all this cap space to go into the free agency. It's just crazy.
It is crazy. And I
know they had plans, and those plans had to immediately be canceled.
Right. And I think Crosby's deal was like 4-year, $120 million is what his contract's sitting at. And they're started spinning this. Well, you know what? Trey Hendrickson hasn't signed with the team. Trey Hendrickson might be cheaper. And so the Ravens, who get their money back, right? They get their picks back. Well, they use that money to sign none other than Trey Hendrickson to a 4-year, $112 million deal. So on the cusp of realizing they could get Hendrickson for cheaper than Maxx Crosby and keep their picks. They're like, never mind, this trade's not looking good. His knee's messed up. That's the real reason.
It's interesting because you know that he just went through this. He just got off of crutches.
Yeah, you knew he was injured. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I don't either.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess for a little bit more breaking news just happened about an hour ago. It was finalized, even though there were rumors this is what was going to happen. Kyler Murray joining the Minnesota Vikings. Presumably he will be the starter over JJ McCarthy. Now, I haven't seen details on if they're letting that be an open competition. However, say what you want about Kyler Murray. I think he's an upgrade over JJ McCarthy. So
yeah.
I guess it's a good move for the Vikings, even though we don't like the Vikings. Shout out to Jamie. There's my favorite lady, and Miranda. Had a lot of practice with ass kicking. I'm not very confident this year, so it may be your year to beat mom there. Shout out to Sports Nonsense and Whiskey. How's it going, Pinky? Such a crazy situation. Baltimore did the Raiders dirty.
They did do them dirty.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then it was a ploy by the Raiders to get rid of the Ravens not to sign Linderbaum so that they could get him. That's an interesting theory too, because they obviously think, oh, we have all this money tied up in Maxx Crosby now. We're not going to sign Tyler Linderbaum. We can't afford him. Raiders go and sign him. And then the Raiders are like, actually, he was really fucked up. We didn't tell you. So maybe it went that way rather than everybody blaming the Ravens.
I guess.
Hard to say,
but it's something. It's very interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk about the free agency moves, starting with the AFC. But real quick before we do, I want to let you know that we're brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states, and they've got a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. And besides sports, they have a tons of other stuff. I mean, go on there and look at the options on whether Iran's going to bomb California or something. They got politics, entertainment, even the weather. I got to look for that one. I stole that one straight from CJ Sullivan himself, so you can blame him. On Kalshi, you can trade anything. New Kalshi customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog has you covered for pick'em for almost every sport. Underdog has also just increased their payouts. 2 pick entries now pay 3.5 times, and 3 pick entries now pay 6.5 times. Underdog's also got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code OFFSGPN.
All right, we are back. Let's talk about these free agent signings. Now, we're going to run through these kind of quickly, because there's a lot. And we're not going to name every single player. I mean, nobody cares that. I'm just trying to think of, nobody cares if Case Keenum signed somewhere or whatever.
We also kind of talked about some of these, just a tiny bit of these.
Yeah, especially the trades. We hit on the trades already, but or most of them, but we'll throw them back in there as moves. And we're going to start alphabetical order with the AFC, and then we'll talk a little bit about how it affected win totals. We already talked about the Ravens, though, bringing in Trey Hendrickson after the Crosby deal fell through. They needed pass rush help. They got pass rush help.
And last week, we discussed the Bills trading for DJ Moore. They also added cornerback D. Alford for a 3-year, $21 million contract.
Yeah.
Last year, for the Falcons, he had 2 sacks, 3 interceptions, and a forced fumble.
So he could be a good playmaker for the Bills. The Bengals did replace Trey Hendrickson, since he did not re-sign with them, with Boye Mafe on a 3-year, $60 million deal. He had a nice role, I guess, in the Seahawks D-line, had a lot of success there. And they also signed safety Brian Cook. The Browns signed some linemen, which they needed because they really have none. I don't know if Jamie's really excited about any of them that they did sign, but they did sign them.
And the Broncos re-signed some players, but as of now, they haven't made any moves for new players.
No, sorry, Pinky. It's Sports Nonsense and Whiskey.
Yeah. And then I was going to mention, the Texans, they rode their defense last year and made it a priority to bring back Danielle Hunter for another year, as well as Sheldon Rankins. They also signed safety Reed Blankenship for 3 years and traded for David Montgomery.
Yeah. So would you say the Texans rode the D last year?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you would. By the way, Bet the Bar RD checking in saying, low-key love how this has turned out for the Raiders. Bearing my Raider friends praise Tom Brady has been hilarious. Yeah, it did turn out well for them. And now, I didn't even think about it, but Tom Brady being part owner, I mean, he's the Shizer of all Shizers, right? So maybe he did have something to do with this. We'll move on from the Raiders, talk about the Colts. The Colts made some big moves bringing guys back. They brought back Alec Pierce on a 4-year, $116 million deal. I did not expect him to get paid that much. Not that he's a terrible wide receiver, but $116 million. They also they did the transition tag on Daniel Jones, which turned into a 2-year, $88 million, where he's going to make $50 million this year. $50 million. Dan the man, right? I mean,
Dan the man
good
Jones.
for him. This is his second contract that's been almost $100 million. Well, the other one was over it. So I guess good for Dan.
Yeah. Looking at the Jags, they have been very quiet in the free agency, really bringing in nobody new. All we've really heard from them is rumors about Brian Thomas being traded.
Yeah. He kind of fell off the face of the earth after his rookie year, and they apparently want a second rounder for him. I don't know.
Moving to Kansas City, the Chiefs brought in Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker to be their new running back, and this should elevate their offense and take more pressure off of Mahomes, because he is a better running back than what they've had. And to add to the Chiefs news, Travis Kelce, he is coming back for another year. I saw all kinds of memes on this today where like basically saying that Taylor Swift was making him because she wasn't going to be marrying a freeloader.
Because he has no money left.
No money. Well, compared to her.
That's
but it was
true,
just all over my feed. And I was like, okay.
That's funny. Yeah, I think he got somewhere around 12 to 15 million for the 1-year deal he's coming back on. So Pinky's saying, just give me Njoku or Goddard at tight end. We'll be good. So, and they can absolutely still do that and probably get a good deal on it. And Alec Pierce going to look good without Pittman there. Yeah, Michael Pittman getting traded. So that'll be interesting. Speaking of those Raiders that we were talking about, they were one of the busiest teams as far as spending money. They did sign center Tyler Linderbaum to a 3-year, $81 million. Edge Kwity Paye a 3-year, $48 million. Linebacker Quay Walker, 3-year, $40.5 million. Nakobe Dean, 3-year, $36 million. They also traded for cornerback Taron Johnson. They brought back cornerback Aaron Jones. Oh, and guess what? As of right now, Maxx Crosby's back on the team. So the Raiders defense looks like at least for 3 years it'll be good, because they added all these guys for 3 years. They added the center in Tyler Linderbaum, who was projected as one of the top players available. So they were busy. It'll be interesting to see how it turns around. They will probably draft Fernando Mendoza. It's gonna be, maybe they can turn their season and their luck around. Maybe.
The Chargers addressed their offensive line with a new center in Tyler Baidaz and guard Cole Strange. They also brought back defensive tackle Tier Tart and edge rusher Khalil Mack, which you were thinking that you wanted a Bears reunion there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it'd be good on a cheaper veteran deal, bring him back. He's a situational pass rusher. It would have been funny.
Would it?
Or fun. I mean, not like, funny, fun.
It would have been funny.
It would have been fun. Yeah.
So it reminds me of, that's hilarious.
How the fuck is that hilarious? Sorry, go on.
Anyway, the Dolphins' big move was, I guess, after cutting Tua, they signed Malik Willis to a 3-year, $67.5 million deal.
Yeah, they did.
I have to bring this up. You and I spent some time talking about this one.
Yeah.
I heard people online didn't like your take on this one.
They did not. I believe the direct quote to me was, "Your ignorance is astounding."
And I love that quote. And I will be using that from here on out.
I'm going to be hearing that a lot probably, aren't I? Yeah. So my video on it, if you missed the short that we put out on Old Fashioned Football, I said that I don't know if this is really an upgrade over Tua. He said, "Your ignorance is astounding. He's a huge upgrade." And when I said that I didn't know if he was much of an upgrade, he said that I sounded confused on what upgrade meant. So let me tell you what I mean by that. I mean that, is this the Malik Willis that had some flashes in LaFleur's system for the Packers, because yeah, he looked decent there, but we've seen some other quarterbacks who are backups look decent, throw for 400 yards, and then they get signed the next year and they can't even win the starting job. Or is he the Malik Willis that couldn't beat out Will Levis and got replaced by Will Levis at Tennessee, who I tend to think he's more of? So by not much of an upgrade, that's what I mean. That I don't think he's all that good. I'm not sold on it. This person did sign it that they were a Baltimore Ravens fan. Well, they said Baltimore Ravens all day. So that's got to be a closet Dolphins fan, though. He's fighting pretty hard to say that Malik Willis was a good signing for them. I don't know. By the way, NASCAR Gambling Podcast, Cody says that was your burner for sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Right. Pinky pointing out that Malik's probably going to suck in Miami. I think so too. And shout out to Channing. Cheers. If you didn't catch it, we're going to be reviewing some Lebanese whiskey later. Let's talk about the Patriots because Cody's here. They brought in guard Elijah Vera Tucker, edge rusher Draymond Jones, wide receiver Romeo Doubs on a 4-year, $68 million contract. I'm curious on Cody's thoughts on that big old headed boy. I say that because he wears the Guardian cap and his head just looks ridiculous in it.
You're going off the rails here. What is happening?
All day.
All right. The Jets were somewhat busy. Their highlights include bringing in edge rushers Joseph Osai and linebacker Demario Davis. They also traded for quarterback Geno Smith, who was originally drafted by the Jets. Yeah. They traded for safety Minkah Fitzpatrick and brought back Breece Hall.
Yeah. Yeah, the Geno Smith thing's funny. He's coming back after being drafted by them. Full circle moment for him. I know a lot of people were moving on to the Steelers now. I know a lot of people are waiting for quarterback news. Is Aaron Rodgers coming back? They're not getting Kyler Murray now. What are they going to do at quarterback? Nobody knows yet, but they did trade. Go ahead.
Every preseason, there's always Aaron Rodgers drama.
Yeah.
Every preseason.
And he loves it. He loves it.
Off season, sorry. But every,
yeah,
it's.
He loves it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think we have done this podcast where there hasn't been Aaron Rodgers drama every single season.
No, I agree. But that's what he is. He's drama.
It's ridiculous.
He's now a 500 quarterback. You can tell me that he was a great quarterback in the past. That's fine. I'm talking about now. He's now a 500 quarterback that brings drama. Anyways, they did trade for Michael Pittman, as we alluded to a little bit earlier, from the Colts. They also brought in cornerback Jamal Dean and running back Rico Dowdle, but otherwise nothing big there.
Yeah, and last of the AFC moves, the Titans were busy signing Wan'Dale Robinson to a 4-year, $70 million deal.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle John Franklin Myers to a 3-year, $63 million deal. Cornerbacks Alontae Taylor and Cordell Flott both got 3-year deals. And they made a handful of other moves, including bringing in quarterback Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky going to win the starting job from Cam Ward. Probably not, but
probably not.
But I can still believe in my former boy, Mitch Trubisky.
And you will, won't you?
I will. Yeah.
All right, Justin. So those are the AFC moves. Was there any movement on win totals based on the free agency?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to do a quick background on betting. So listen up, class is in session. I did not know I was going to
get educated today.
Yes.
By you.
Right. Well, I'm only going to say this once.
Ignorance is astounding.
Right. Not about this, though. I'm only going to say it once. So when we get to the NFC, I'm not going to re-explain this. But let me explain kind of how these movements for win totals work. It's unusual for a team win total to move by like a full game. Unless there's major injuries or something. Vegas is really good at predicting what's going to happen. That's why it's a gamble when you're gambling. But odds changes move. So let me do real life examples here. Buffalo Bills, their over-under win total was 10.5 before. It's 10.5 now. The over was juiced to minus 145, meaning you'd need to bet $1.45 to win $1. Just simple math terms, right? After free agency, that's down to minus 125, meaning you only need to bet $1.25 to win $1. So based on that movement, it's less of a favorite. You can assume that there's less confidence in the Bills hitting over 10.5. I know Cody will be right in the line agreeing with that. And the under was plus 120. Now it's plus 105. So there's more action going towards the under. Sometimes the books move this on their own. A lot of times it's they like to limit their exposure. So if a lot of people are betting the under at plus 120, they go, yikes, this is getting a little hectic. We need to drop that number so that the over is more enticing to people so that they can limit their exposure, even it out. That's why the books always win. But it doesn't mean you have to lose. It just means that they always win off of the suckers. You don't have to be a sucker. Anyways, there was some movement after saying all that. So let's talk about the teams that had positive movement. These were teams that their line moved positively. The win total didn't change for these teams, but it did it did move to where it's like Vegas is thinking, yeah, their over seems more realistic now. And that was the Bengals, the Texans, the Raiders, the Jets, and the Steelers and the Titans. Steelers, an interesting one because we don't know who the quarterback is. There was one team that had their total move, and that was the Dolphins. After they signed Malik Willis, they went from 4.5 games to 5.5. Apparently, a lot of people think he's going to be great. Fuck 2. I don't think so. Anyways, every other team had negative movement on their over wins and positive to the under, like the Bills did. None of them stayed the same. So there is that. There is that. Checking in with the chat. Steelers should dump A-Rod and get Cousins, same production, less drama. Yeah, I agree with that. And getting learnt with J Mark. That should be on a t-shirt.
No.
No. How about your ignorance is astounding?
Your ignorance is astounding. I want that one.
Miranda wants
you
that
can
shirt.
Have that shirt. You can have the get and learn with J Mark, and I'll have your ignorance is astounding.
We need to get with Jake the merch god right away on that. We'll talk about NFC.
Please.
Yeah. We're going to talk NFC, but first I got to let you know we're brought to you by Novig, America's #1 sports prediction market. Novig, you're getting the best prices. Download the app and get $50 when you spend $5 using our promo code SGPN. Get on the action with promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is your official data tool for dominating the madness of college hoops. The AI bracket generator is now open. Generate up to 3 NCAA tournament brackets backed by AI models. Then unlock model-backed predictions for every game for the first 4 through the finals. Rhythm works really well with Kalshi too, so make sure you link them together. And if you're looking to go premium, use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. And speaking of Jake and the merch god and the merch, it's Merch Madness, 15% off of everything when you use promo code MARCH. Go get yourself an old-fashioned football t-shirt. We might not have new ones in there yet by the time this is over, but go get an old one because they're limited edition now. Unlimited. Go get them now. Again, that's promo code MARCH. 15% off. That's a good deal.
Yeah, it is.
All right. He doesn't have to be great to be better than Tua. That's true. He needs to not get concussions. I saw somebody comment that to me too. Like, well, he's not going to get a concussion every time he gets hit. Okay, fair. He will be better in that sense.
Anybody's an upgrade then.
Right.
Maybe,
right.
In that sense,
but Tua, he wasn't great. But you got to remember, I mean, this is the guy that had 2 1,000-yard receivers at a time in Hill and Waddle and did move the ball. I mean, he threw for a lot of yards. He wasn't terrible. He just didn't win enough games to keep his job. I think you could do worse than Tua. Just saying. All right, let's push through these NFC changes. Why not?
Sure. Let's jump in.
Because Tua will come up in them.
He will.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals signed running back Tyler Algier and guard Isaac Sumalo as their big acquisitions. It'll be interesting to see how that backfield pans out with Algier, Trey Benson, potentially James Conner.
Yeah.
Then moving on to the Falcons, just mentioned they signed Tua.
They did. It'll
be, I guess, interesting here too to see if he or Penix will win the starting job.
Yeah, and they signed him to a cheap contract because the Dolphins are paying him $99 million. So he doesn't need the money. He's getting paid by them. Last year, there were 2 left-handed starting quarterbacks, Tua and Michael Penix. They are both on the Falcons now. And I stick to what I said on Twitter, 2 lefts don't make a right. Just saying. The Panthers did a good job continuing to improve their defense. I hate saying this, but I'm becoming a Panther believer. They are winning this division. Bryce Young is taking a leap forward again.
I'm not.
I know.
I'm out.
I know.
Count me out.
Well, and it's crazy because I have been down on Bryce Young since the start, since he was drafted. But anyways, they did sign edge rusher Jalen Phillips, who had a really good year last year, 4-year, $120 million contract. That's a lot of money. And linebacker Devin Lloyd, a 3-year, $45 million. The Bears got faster on defense, signing safety Kobe Bryant and linebacker Devin Bush. I think both of those are upgrades. We still have some holes, but I do like the moves we did make.
Yeah. Looking at the Cowboys, they signed safety Jalen Thompson and traded for defensive lineman Rashawn Gary from the Packers. But otherwise, they've been pretty quiet.
Yeah, they have.
The Lions signed center Cade Mays and running back Isaiah Pacheco. He'll likely take on, at least I think, that David Montgomery role. He's younger than Monty, but I don't think he's as good, especially post knee surgery.
Yeah, no.
Injury, not surgery.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Bet the bar RD, his Packers, they haven't really done much in the free agency. No. Not much to speak of at all. The Rams are gearing up after trading for Trent McDuffie. They also went out and got cornerback Jalen Watson for a 3-year, $51 million deal. I really like this. They were one game away, obviously, from the Super Bowl, and they said, hey, what was our biggest weakness? Oh, cornerback. Let's go get 2 studs to play cornerback.
And it's funny that, the Packers didn't do much because the Vikings, they also haven't done much, probably on account that they're broke, negative $44 million in the hole.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I'm fine with that. We're fine with it, right?
Yeah.
The Saints signed guard David Edwards to a 4-year, $61 million deal, linebacker Caden Ellis to 3 years for $33 million, and running back Travis Etienne for 4 years, $52 million. This kind of is leaving a lot of people to think that Kamara is done there and that they're not going to be drafting the top running back in the draft, Jeremiah Love, as people were projecting.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it made a lot of sense to draft him. So paying for ETN was interesting. And I guess teams have called about Kamara to see if he's available, but no official word yet. But if you have ETN, you have Kamara. Kendre Miller can't stay healthy, so I'm not going to include him. But then if you end up drafting Love too, then you just kind of have a clusterfuck.
Kind
of. The Giants did sign tight end Isaiah Likely, former Harbaugh guy. Played for Harbaugh for the Ravens. That was a 3-year, $40 million deal. A lot of people saying he's going to play in the slot on the outside as tight end. The slot. How's the slot? And then they also took former Bear linebacker Tremaine Edmonds, 3-year, $36 million deal. He's a thumper of a linebacker. Really good run stopper, terrible in pass protection. That's why we signed Devin Bush instead of him. And then the Eagles were pretty quiet, losing a bunch of players on defense, but they did sign Tariq Woolen to a 1-year deal.
All right. And the 49ers signed wide receiver Mike Evans to a 3-year. This one was interesting.
It was
3-year, almost $60.5 million deal. Interesting money for an older receiver who couldn't stay healthy last year.
Yeah, I think when the league starts, he's going to be 31. So you're locking him up through age 34 of a guy that is starting to have some durability concerns.
Yeah,
he did do a press conference today saying, I feel like they were one piece away and I'm that piece. So
Mike Evans, that piece.
That piece.
The Seahawks re-signed Rashid Shaheed and Josh Jobe, but they lost some key pieces of their defense and didn't bring in any big name free agents.
They are not making it back to the Super Bowl this year. In fact, I think the Rams win that division and win the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford rides off into the sunset, retires. His last game is a Super Bowl victory. Yeah. Tampa Bay didn't make many moves that I feel are really worth talking about. I feel like they're headed in the wrong direction. They did sign Kenneth Gainwell. Rashad White is out, so now it's Bucky Irving and Kenneth Gainwell. That seems more like a lateral type move to me. The Commanders did spend some money, though. They brought in edge rusher Odafe Owa, 4-year, $100 million, linebacker Leo Chenal, 3-year, $25 million. They also re-signed Laramie Tunzel to a 2-year, $60 million deal. Man, I need one of these $1 million deals,
You're expired for football.
I'll take 975,000. Yeah. Not even $1 million.
To what? You're gonna get out there?
Yeah. No. Put me on like some kickoff coverage or something. Run down and try to see who has the ball. Yeah, why not?
Your ignorance is astounding.
As soon as I take my first step, my Achilles will snap or something. But you know what? I have the contract. They got to pay me anyways.
Mr. Brittle Bones.
That's not true.
Basically.
Do not jinx me. I have not gotten injured for quite a while.
I understand, but Mr. trips over a tree root and breaks 3 bones in your ankle.
I did not trip over the tree root. I jumped down onto the tree root.
You jumped 2 inches and shattered your ankle.
You know, force, velocity, whatever, mass velocity. I mean,
no, in slow motion. Okay. Anyway, can you tell us
violence? You chose violence.
I did. I'm telling you, I feel feisty today.
I can tell.
Who in the NFC helped their odds to win more games?
Yeah. Teams that improved.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers, Cowboys, Rams, Saints. Okay. So not as much as the AFC, not as much movement, though I do feel like there wasn't as many big name signings. The Bears, Packers, Seahawks, and Commanders had no change. So they didn't go down, but they didn't go up, which I think is good. I mean, that's consistent at least. Every other team in the NFC had odds moving in the wrong direction. So there is that.
Yeah.
There is that. Just real quick, sports nonsense whiskey. He might get concussions behind that shitty O-line. Agreed. And then Broncos Super Bowl 61 champs. I mean, they were close. If not for the Bo Nix injury, sorry, Cody, but I do feel like they could have made it. So why not? Why not? Right. Anything else you wanted to add on the free agency? I mean, there were a lot of names moving, but for betting, it's going to affect things. I don't know if, when you think about fantasy football, Mike Evans is a big piece. If he's healthy, he's going to do all right in that. You're not so sure.
Going to an offense where CMC just sucks the life out of everybody.
And you're already injury prone.
That offense in general gets injured all the time.
Yeah. No,
and you just got an injury prone player.
Right.
Who is aging. And
our buddy Nick Fortune is a 49ers fan, and he said, "Oh, great, an injury-prone player
to join your injury-prone offense."
Yeah, so he wasn't exactly stoked about it, but I'm trying to just think like Travis Etienne might be interesting depending on how the Saints decide to use him. Otherwise, there's not a lot of guys that jump out. There's not a
lot of big moves right now that's I feel are going to seriously impact fantasy yet.
Right? Yeah. No, I agree. All right, well, should we move on to whiskey? We kicked through that quicker than I thought it was going to take, which I'm happy about. But
feistiness.
It's your feistiness. She's like, let's fucking go.
We did start off the show with LFG, so
that's right. And for me, I'm happy to push through it because on my lunch break, I made a delicious dinner for us tonight, and I'm excited to get to it. So
that last comment is
Kenneth Walker, big boomer bust player. I do think that's a good point. I think he's going to be very fantasy relevant, and that they're going to rely on him a lot, especially Mahomes coming off that injury. I think they're going to run the ball a lot. So I do like that one. That's a good point. All right.
So I mentioned, stop it.
Sorry.
I mentioned,
I'm just going to pour whiskey.
Why don't you do that? I mentioned earlier that we are drinking Levant Heights Lebanese craft whiskey. And this is distilled, bottled, and matured in the heights of Mount Lebanon by, oh my gosh, I did this whole pronunciation thing earlier. Riachi. It's Riachi. That's what I said, right?
That is what you said.
Now I can't even remember what I said.
Which is a common surname, right?
Yeah, a Lebanese.
Common Lebanese surname.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
So Riachi Winery and Distillery. And they make this with malted barley, mashed and fermented with wheat, which is then triple distilled and aged in white oak. There isn't a lot of information online about the distillery and their processes, but they do make several whiskeys, including an espresso roast dark malt.
Yum.
That sounds really good. Scorched earth, heavily peated. This single pot still and wow, I can't talk. This single pot still malt and wheat, a single pot still malted maize, malt dark malt, single malt, cask strength. I don't know what's happening to me. I can't read a list to save my life.
You're like, I just want to get to this whiskey.
A malt and wheat, like we're drinking, but this one is in an Italian cask finish. And then dual horizons, lightly peated, and Black Peak Bonfires, which is a heavily peated single malt.
Sometimes I like peat, sometimes I don't. But when you name something Black Peak Bonfires, it makes me want to try it. I don't know why.
Sounds like it's gonna be smoky.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So scorched earth too, like burnt peat.
Right. See, scorched earth not as appealing to me as a Black Peak Bonfire, but
yeah.
Should we do a little scoring of this? I mean,
I have some feedback for you.
Okay. Well,
but let's go.
Let's talk about the
bottle,
bottle,
go in order,
which is really nothing special.
But it has some curvature.
So do I. So I guess we'll mark that down as a good thing.
No, it could be a plainer bottle. I like the label. Are you okay?
I didn't usually always take our notes.
Well, and you think we can't play it back and get our notes?
Probably not.
We don't have that kind of technology.
No.
I'm gonna give the bottle.
Oh, whoops! I wrote down your score already.
Did you give it a 1?
No.
Oh, what did you write? A 2?
Yeah.
I was gonna give it a 2.
Okay. Well, I'll rewrite it then. Yeah, I mean, it has a couple differences. Nothing special. The label is basic. So yeah, 2. There's really nothing.
What's gonna catch your attention on the shelf is the color of it. How light it is.
And then you're going to look and go, oh, Lebanese. I didn't know there was a Lebanese whiskey to try. So, all right, your feedback must be on the cocktail.
Yes, because I really liked what I tried when you were making it in the kitchen. And then you added a cherry.
I did.
And I wish you would not
threw
have.
It, huh?
It threw it for me.
Interesting.
It changed the flavor. We don't like add cherry juice or anything or syrup, whatever, anything to this. You just added that dark cherry.
Yeah.
And it totally changed the flavor of the drink. I really liked it also neat and room temp.
When did you try it neat?
And not neat.
You mean the
like no
you
ice.
mean the cocktail with no ice.
Yeah.
I was like, have you been kicking this back
neat.
when I didn't know? Or?
Yeah. No,
like
in a neat old fashioned.
Yeah. Can I get an old fashioned but neat? No rocks.
No rock.
I
but on the flip side, I also think though that it's such a light old fashioned. It's very light. I think it would be a very good like shaken old fashioned on multiple rocks summer drink.
Yet me adding an ice cube ruined it. Okay.
No. It did. I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna sip an old fashioned, I liked it when I just tried.
Your ignorance is absurd.
No, it's astounding.
Astounding. That's
you can't
it.
even
Sorry.
use it, right?
I know, because my ignorance is astounding. Can't even go on about it.
No, but I really think this could be a light, like summery old-fashioned cocktail.
It is a very light color of the whiskey itself. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see how light it is. Oh, my face looks funny in the glass. Anyways, what do you think of the nose? Because I'm picking up.
Oh, I didn't sniff it yet.
Comparing it to something that I know we've actually said before, but
ooh, that is different.
Does it smell like spicy Coke to you?
Yeah, it smells like fizz, like pop fizz.
Yeah, like soda.
But
like soda.
Pop fizz, like cold pop fizz. Like
I don't
drink
just poured a cold pop and it's fizzing into your nose as you sniff it.
Well, but not even sniffing it because I don't drink pop, but my sister does, and like it reminds me of the smell of like when she would pour pop. I don't know, like or in a glass or something, and like you have it's just fizzing there, and if you get near it, it's like a cold fizz smell.
Right? Yeah. No, I what you're saying makes sense if you smell this, because I was like, is this a Coke? What is
cold
happening?
Pop fizz?
Yeah, with a little bit of spicy to it or something.
She didn't drink Coke.
No,
it's like Pepsi.
Yeah.
Growing like you don't know.
Potato is so I was thinking. Dad saying it's the color of an ale. It really is. Like this is not a whiskey color. This is lighter than Irish whiskey.
It's very soft looking. But I'm trying to pick up the other hints and I can't get around pop fizz now.
What the fuck is pop? Sports Gambling Podcast says the mother show. Do you guys say soda? Is it soda for you? Oh, let's get a soda. That's more of a Minnesotan thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pop.
I didn't know California called it soda.
What is pop?
Do you guys not drink pop? You know, like the Coke. I did want to clarify when I said that it smells like spicy Coke. I meant like the pop,
Spicy
not
Coke?
not like, oh my god, that cocaine was spicy. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, but what else are you picking up? Can we get legit here for a second?
Yeah,
but the pop fizz is real. Like it smells like pop fizz.
Well, and the note I'm smelling, I shouldn't be smelling.
And
like I smell like a white grape.
Cherry.
You got cherry.
I
have a
cherry.
white grape.
If you were to tell me this smells like cherry Coke, I could get on board.
There you go. I can see that. Yeah.
Vanilla cherry Coke.
Vanilla
Wasn't
cherry
that a
Coke.
thing?
I don't know.
But it smells like that. Can we taste it now? Let's get on to tasting.
Yeah, you tasted it. I'm gonna check in. Pinky from Colorado saying no doubt it's soda, but Cody from Nebraska, the Midwest, saying it's absolutely pop. We say pop in the heartland, and Cody says that's the only way to say it. I agree. I agree. You give some notes while I taste.
Well, I'm not done. I have to chew it again.
You have to chew it again. You got to chew your whiskey. I mean, that's a good way to get some of the flavors to come out. I will tell you that this whiskey does not burn at all. It's a 92 proof. I would think it's an 80 proof based on how smooth it is.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It kind of burns your tongue after a minute.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you talk about it so I can taste it.
I'm getting... It's definitely kind of fruity, kind of light and fruity. I can't remember.
Like a grape. It tastes like a grape.
Hold on.
I am wondering if this is Sean, Sports Gambling Podcast says, I'll take a liter of cola.
Cola.
All right.
Okay.
Farva. Is that how you say his name?
Farva from Super Troopers?
Yeah. Isn't that what he says? A liter of cola.
Cola, maybe.
Anyways. Do you not get like a grape aftertaste with this?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Like you shouldn't get grape from whiskey.
No.
I've never tasted grape in whiskey, but I feel like I taste grape.
It's
like grape soda, even.
Ew. I don't like artificial grape anything.
Well, I get that, but that's what my taste buds are picking up. You smelled cherry. You're getting
like
more
an
of
insult to the whiskey. It tastes like artificial grape.
I'm not saying that it's great. We didn't grade its nose yet.
There's a peatiness to it. There's a little bit of a
There's a little smokiness.
I'm gonna give it like a 3.5 on the nose because it's very intriguing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it's pleasant, but it's intriguing.
I'm going 3. It's middle of the line.
It's like, what am I sniffing?
Yeah. What am I sniffing? If I had $1 every time I said that.
Every time you said that?
Yeah. What am I sniffing? I wouldn't have much money. I'm just saying. So what are you picking up? Right. It is interesting. I mean,
yeah,
I've had Japanese whiskey. I've had Irish whiskey, Scottish whiskey, Scotch, obviously.
I've never had a Lebanese whiskey.
Never had a Lebanese whiskey or anything.
Are you thinking grape? Just like, is this like just one of those brain things because it's made from the the winery?
No. It's like, where are you going with it? I was like, do the Lebanese people love grapes? Where are you going with it?
No, because it's a winery and distillery, right?
It is. Yeah. No, I had kind of forgotten about that actually.
Okay. Well, I think it was just like, it
subconsciously stuck in there.
Because this was not.
My ignorance is astounding.
It is astounding. You are going to be tired of hearing that. So whoever that mysterious
whoever
basher online was.
I say whoever on YouTube, Miranda's burner, that got on there and said my ignorance is astounding. Thanks, because I'm going to hear it for the rest of my days.
I love it.
I'm sure you do. I should have grabbed their name so I could have given them credit.
We are way off.
Yeah, sorry.
So on the nose, we didn't rate. Yeah, we just did that. So what about the taste? What are you? I like it in the cocktail so much better.
I don't know what I think of it. It's weird.
It's
weird.
It's fruity peat.
This is not it. I don't drink this and think I'm drinking whiskey.
No, I don't think so.
This is like a flavored vodka almost or something.
It is not flavored vodka.
I know it's not, but that's
flavored vodka.
No, grape flavored.
I'm not getting the grape with you, so I don't know what you're tasting there. But so on the taste, like, I'm gonna give it like it's not horrible.
2.
But if I want to sip whiskey, put me down for 2.8. I just like that number with you. I was going to do 2.5, but I felt like that was a little harsh because it's not bad, but it's not what I would think of if I'm going to grab a whiskey.
Right. Real quick. Pinky asking, what's the name of this? It's Levant Heights Lebanese craft whiskey.
Single pot still.
You can order it on Raichi. How'd you say that?
Okay, hold on.
Riachi's site. You can find it on there. You can order all their stuff online.
People should be proud of me because I did the pronunciation for that. I did not want to get shamed because when we had the it was a scotch. We had a scotch on and I did not pronounce it correctly.
The people that are really into scotch are a bit of whiskey snobs, right?
And
if you say a isle incorrect or an island or a section of Scotland, they will let you know that you said it wrong.
Yes, they will.
Yeah, which is fine. I appreciate the education. It's interesting.
Did you like it in the old fashioned? I think it needs no cherry.
I gave it a 2 in the old fashioned.
I want to drink
like
this summer. Shaken on the rocks, no cherry.
Shaken on the rocks, no cherry. A lot of rocks, you said.
A lot of rocks, like a summer.
It is light, so it would.
Cocktail.
Yeah, I think maybe the old fashioned's not the right drink for it.
No, it was without the cherry. It was good.
I think you could find a better drink that this complements better.
You can't think old fashioned when you try it though. Like you have to think of like a specialty old fashioned.
If you say so. If you say so.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you wanted to add? I mean, we talked about the free agency moves and how it affected the win totals. We talked about some Lebanese whiskey.
Yeah.
We have some draft coverage coming up. We have some guests coming up. Old Matthew DeWaskin, the cannabis capper, is going to join us at some point to talk a little draft stuff. We'll probably see if we can get that old curmudgeon Colby Dant on there. Hell, maybe bring CJ on. Yeah. CJ and I just did the UFL gambling podcast, so go check that out. We had former Birmingham Stallion tight end Jay Sternberger in the chat of the UFL gambling podcast, so that's pretty cool. But otherwise, I have nothing else for today, and here's looking at you. Cheers to everybody. Go find some Lebanese whiskey just for fun. I wouldn't recommend spending an arm and a leg on it, but go try it if you can find a cheap one. That's all I got to add. And my old fashioned is gone. You got a little work to do.
Got a little work to do.
Going once, going twice.
Sold.
Old-fashioned football. Yeah. Whiskey in the left hand, microphone in the right. You ready for some football tonight? Pull it up, light it up, crank that sound. Old-fashioned football, we holding it down. J. Mark and Miranda, that power play combo. Talking NFL fire, whiskey in the bottle. Bring the ice, cause they dropping heat. Barrel strength bet, knock you off your seat.
Yo, game time, baby. Grab your glass and your phone. Keeping up with stats, single barrel picks, taking over the zone. Props and parlays, blowing up like code. They decode the league like a whiskey mode. Old-fashioned football, that's the crew, that's the fam. J. Mark and me and Mark, you know who I am. 200 episodes deep, grind so fine. Old-fashioned flavor, age like fine wine.
Hovers and NFL drama. What? Turn it up, yeah. Hard news, BT, bring the fire. Come on, old-fashioned football.
Never die.
Drums and NFL drama. What? Turn it up, yeah. Hard news, BT, bring the fire. Come on, old-fashioned football.
Never die.
Casual, cool, no suit, no script. Me and Mark twisting that whiskey drip. Chats lit up, community tight. Followers riding through the Monday night.
Week previews, recaps, bet in motion. Pure devotion, no dilution potion. NFL talk.